അപ്പോൾ ഇന്ന് നമ്മൾ നോക്കാൻ പോകുന്നത് +2 ഇംഗ്ലീഷിലെ പോസ്റ്റ് എയർലി ഫോർ ക്രിസ്മസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്ന ചാപ്റ്ററാണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിലേക്ക് നോക്കുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് ഈ ചാനൽ ആരെങ്കിലും സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് ചെയ്യാനുണ്ടെങ്കിൽ ദയവായി സബ്സ്ക്രൈബ് സപ്പോർട്ട് ചെയ്യുക. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യനിലേക്ക് നോക്കാം. വാട്ട് വാസ് ദി അസിസ്റ്റൻസ് എക്സ്പീരിയൻസ് ദ അതർ ഡേ? വൈ ഡസ് ഷീ കൺസിഡർ പീപ്പിൾ ഫണി? She considers people funny because the other day one man came and asked her where he could get a stamp. She thought the man was playing a joke on her. Then there was the old man who could not see very well. He put his glasses on the counter and asked her to give him a pint of beer. Question 2. Why does Mrs. Smith dislike snow for Christmas? Mrs. Smith dislikes snow for Christmas because she has rheumatism and snow is not good for it. Last year, because of the snow and her rheumatism, she could not enjoy the Christmas at all. Question 3. Why does the assistant insist on people posting early for Christmas? The assistant insists on people posting early for Christmas because parcels get damaged in the last minute rush. Question 4. What is the purpose of the old gentleman's visit to the post office? The old gentleman has come to collect his old age pension. He has a huge shopping list and he wants money to buy the things on the list. Question 5. Why does the old gentleman get angry with the assistant? The old gentleman gets angry with the assistant because he does not hear properly. When the assistant asks him if he brought the book, he replies he didn't bring his book as his wife does all his cooking. The assistant then says he did not hear what she said. The gentleman again misunderstands. He thinks that she said that he ought to be in bed. This makes him angry and he asks the assistant not to be impudent. Question 6. What is the problem with the old lady's cat? The problem with the old lady's cat Tiddles is that she is not eating her food. She used to be a big eater. Tiddles has hurt her paw and the old lady thinks it must have upset her. Question 7. Why does the old lady decide to buy something from the post office? The old lady decided to buy something from the post office because she came there thinking it was a vet clinic. The assistant tells her where the clinic is. The lady feels that it would be rude to go away without buying something, so she will pay a 2 half-penny stamp. She thinks they are so beautiful and may be useful at this Christmas time. Question 8. Why did the farmer humorously inquire about the bombs? The farmer humorously inquired about the bombs because he read the news of a bomb found in a post office. Scotland has issued a warning that a bomb disguised as a Christmas parcel was discovered in a London post office. Any suspicious looking parcel should be reported at once to the local police station. Question 9. What was the newspaper report on? The newspaper report was on a bomb found in a post office. Scotland Yard has issued a warning that a time bomb disguised as a Christmas parcel was discovered in a London post office. Any suspicious looking parcel should be reported at once to the local police station. Question 10. How can a time bomb be detected? A time bomb usually ticks just before it goes off. So the farmer advised the assistant that if any parcel makes funny noises, she should be careful. Question 11. Why does the assistant tells the tourist that the parcel was in time? The assistant tells the tourist that the parcel was in time because it will reach its destination before Christmas. It is a Christmas present and there were some more days to Christmas Day. Question 10. Why is the tourist very anxious about his parcel? The tourist is very anxious about his parcel because it is a special kind of present and he wants it to reach his friends without getting damaged. Later we come to know that it is a clock brought from Switzerland. Question 13. Why does everyone in the post office become anxious about the tourist parcel? Everyone in the post office become anxious about the tourist parcel because it starts ticking. Earlier the farmer had talked about the time bombs and how they tick before they go off. Now everyone thinks the parcel contains a time bomb. Question 14. Why does the people in the post office try to hide themselves? The people in the post office try to hide themselves because the ticking from the parcel gets louder as the assistant picks it up. The farmer tells the people to take cover as he thinks the bomb will blast soon. Question 15. Why does the assistant bring a bucket of water? The assistant brings a bucket of water so that the parcel could be immersed in it to prevent the time bomb from going off. Question 16. Why does the tourist return to the post office? The tourist returns to the post office to collect his gloves which he had left behind. He had forgotten to take them with him when he left the post office after handing over the parcel to the assistant. Question 17. How does the play end? The play ends in a very funny way. The suspected time bomb turns out to be a beautiful clock from Switzerland. The tourist is angry with the policeman and the post office is from ruining his present for his friend. He will make a complaint to the postmaster general. The assistant leaves her job at the post office to work at the animal dispensary nearby because she feels animals don't do such silly things as people do. അടുത്ത തിങ്ക് ആൻഡ് റൈറ്റ് സെക്ഷനിലെ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ആണ്. ഡു യു തിങ്ക് മിസ്സസ് ജോൺസ് ഈസ് റൂഡ് ഇൻ ഹെർ ബിഹേവിയർ? വൈ? I think Mrs. Jones is rude in her behavior. She hands over some huge parcel to the assistant and asks her to be careful so that the parcel which contains presents should not be damaged. The assistant tells her that they do their best not to damage them and makes a polite inquiry as to why she didn't post them last week. Then Mrs. Jones rudely tells the assistant that she will post her presents when she wants. Question 2. What is the context of Bertie saying she is at home watching the television? Bertie's English is horrible. We see him saying seat instead of saw, and when his mother points out the mistake, he corrects it and says sword. When Bertie closely watches the parcel brought by the tourist, the assistant asks him what the matter is. Bertie says the parcel end up making a funny noise. Mrs. Huggins asks the boy where his grandma is. It is then the boy says the grandma is at home watching television. Question 3. How does the farmer frighten people? The farmer frightens people first by reading the newspaper report. Bomb found in post office. Scotland Yard has issued a warning that a time bomb disguised as a Christmas parcel was discovered in a London post office. Any suspicious looking parcel should be reported at once to the local police station. Then he frightens them by saying the parcel brought by the tourist has a time bomb in it and it will go off very soon. This really frightens the people and they run for cover. Question 4. What makes the tourist decide to see the postmaster general? The tourist got a beautiful clock from Switzerland and he wants to send it to his friend as a Christmas present, but the people at the post office suspected it to be a time bomb and policeman drops the parcel containing the clock in a bucket of water, ruining his present. This makes the tourist furious. He calls the people minding his gifts blundering idiots and decides to see the postmaster general to complain. Question 5. Why does the assistant leaves the post office forever? The assistant leaves the post office forever because of her bitter experience there. People annoy her in so many ways. So man comes and asks where he can buy stamps. Another person wants a pint of beer. Mrs. Jones talks rudely to her. The old deaf gentleman can't hear her properly and he too gets angry. The old lady comes there thinking it's a vet clinic, and then comes the tourist and with his ticking parcel thinking it is a bomb. The parcel is immersed in water. The tourist is furious and threatens to complain the postmaster general. The assistant thinks animals are better than men and so she decides to work in an animal dispensary where she thinks she will be happy. Question 6. Bring out the humor in the play. There are many humorous situations in the play. We laugh when we see somebody coming to the post office and asks where he can get stamps. Another person comes asking for a pint of beer. The deaf man creates a lot of humor as he misunderstands book as cook, said as Ted and later Ted. We laugh a lot when she an old lady coming to consult the assistant about her cat. The greatest humor is when the tourist comes with his ticking parcel and the anxiety created by it, as the parcel with a time bomb is thrown into water and people run for cover. We really laugh at the foolishness of people. Question 7. Comment on the role of the farmer in the play. It was actually the farmer who caused all the havoc in the post office. First of all, he scared people by reading out the news loudly. Bomb found in a post office. Scotland had issued a warning that a time bomb disguised as a Christmas parcel was discovered in a London post office. Any suspicious looking parcel should be reported at once to the local police station. With his expertise, he is sure that the ticking parcel given by the tourist contains a time bomb. He is the one suggesting to call a policeman. He scares the people by telling them the time bomb will soon go off and they should take cover. He is the one who asked the assistant to bring a bucket of water. Thus, he was instrumental for all the commotion and mischief there. Question 8. Justify the aptness of the title of the play. The title Post Early for Christmas is very apt title. All the major actions in the play are related to posting of gifts and parcels as Christmas presents. The assistant tells Mrs. Jones to post a Christmas parcel early to prevent them from getting damaged in the last minute rush. We feel that if the tourist had posted his parcel early, the damage could have been prevented. With his bitter experience, he vows not to post anything in the country, and he bitterly spits out the words "post early for Christmas." Question 9. Sketch the character of the old gentleman and the assistant. The old gentleman is deaf. He has a long shopping list with him. He has come to the post office to collect his old age pension. When the assistant asks for his book, being deaf, he thinks she is asking about his cook. He says he didn't bring his cook. His wife does all his cooking. The assistant says he did not hear what she said. The gentleman again mishears the word said. He thinks she said something about bed. So he says bed. Who ought to be in bed? I am not as young as I was, but I am still healthy. He asks the assistant not to be rude. The assistant once again says, I am afraid you didn't hear what I said. Again the gentleman mishears her and asks her who told her that he is called Ted. Is she trying to tell him his name? His name is Sam. The assistant again asks him if he brought his book. The gentleman tells her not to speak about cook. The assistant loudly tells him she is talking of book and not cook. The gentleman asks her why she did not ask for it earlier and fumbles in his pockets. He gives the book to her. He accuses the assistant of being deaf. When the lady complains about her cat, he comes with a helpful suggestion saying that he knows something about cats and he could help her. The funniest moment is when he asks what all the fuss is about. The old lady answers it is about a time bomb. Then the old man asks Tom who? The bomb has become Tom for him. The assistant is a young lady who is quite hardworking and polite. She has to deal with many different kinds of people and she was to keep her cool. The other day one man came and asked her where he could get a stamp. Then there was this old man who could not see very well. He put his glasses on the counter. He wanted a pint of beer. She hopes this year there will be no snow for Christmas so that Mrs. Smith can enjoy without her rheumatism getting aggravated. When she suggests to Mrs. Jones that gift parcel to Christmas must be posted earlier, she gets angry. Then she has to deal with the deaf old man. The deaf old man thinks it is the assistant who is deaf. Then we see the old lady coming to seek her advice about her cat Tiddles. The assistant tells her that the clinic for the animals is at the end of the road. Now comes the farmer who scares her with news about bombs. She has to deal with the tourist whose English is terrible. When his parcel starts ticking, here is utter confusion. We laugh to our heart contents. when we see the assistant coming with a bucket of water to immerse the parcel. The climax comes when she decided to quit the job at the post office. She will work in a dispensary for the animal because she realizes that animals are not as foolish as people. The assistant proves herself to be very lively and memorable character. Question number 10. Narrate the events that led to the climax of the play. The climax of the play starts building up with the news brought by the farmer. He reads from his newspaper, bomb found in a post office. Scotland Yard has issued a warning that a time bomb disguised as a Christmas parcel was discovered in a London post office. Any suspicious looking parcel should be reported at once to the local police station. A suspicion has been created in the minds of the people about the possible bomb. Then we see that the foreign tourist entering. He is dark and evil looking. He is dressed in black and speaks with an accent. He has a parcel to be sent. He wants to ensure the safety of the parcel by asking so many questions. Will it be opened? When will it reach the central sorting office? He wants the assistant to handle it with care. All this enhances our suspicion. He leaves the post office, forgetting his gloves. Soon Bertie starts hearing the parcel tick. The farmer is sure that there is a time bomb inside the parcel. People get scared. The farmer wants a policeman to be brought. He asks the assistant to bring a bucket of water to immerse the bomb. The policeman asks the people not to panic. In the meantime, the tourist comes back to pick his gloves. The policeman questions him. The farmer thinks that the ticking has stopped and time bomb will immediately goes off. The policeman drops the parcel in the bucket of water. The tourist is angry and calls the policeman an idiot. It was actually a beautiful clock from Switzerland, which the tourist wanted to send to his friend. Now he will complain to the postmaster general. He will never post anything in that country. അടുത്തത് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി സെക്ഷൻ ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ ഫസ്റ്റ് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ ഒരു അനൗൺസ്മെൻ്റ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ അതിനായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ആൻസർ നമുക്ക് നോക്കാം. In connection with the school anniversary, the literary club of our school has decided to enact the play First Early for Christmas by the well-known British dramatist R.H. Wood. The play will be staged in the school auditorium at 10 a.m. on Friday, the 24th of July 2015. It is a very hilarious play in which a Christmas parcel containing a beautiful Swiss clock is misunderstood to be a time bomb. The people get panicky and run for cover as the clock stops ticking. The story takes place in a village post office in England. You see different kinds of people coming to the post office, sometimes even mistaking it for something else. The direction of the play is by Mr. Fahad Ibrahim, our English teacher. Music is by Mithun Kuttappan. Student of the class 12 will be acting as various characters. അപ്പോൾ അടുത്ത ഒരു റിവ്യൂ റൈറ്റിംഗ് ആണ്. അപ്പോൾ നമ്മളിവിടെ റിവ്യൂ എഴുതിയിട്ടുണ്ട്, അത് നോക്കി എഴുതുക. അടുത്ത അതിൻ്റെ ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 2, ഓരോ ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സും അവരെക്കുറിച്ചുള്ള ഷോർട്ട് ഡിസ്ക്രിപ്ഷനുമാണ്. അടുത്ത് ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 3, അത് ഹ്യൂമറസ് ഇൻസിഡൻസ്. ഈ ഡ്രാമയ്ക്കകത്തുള്ള പ്ലേക്കകത്തുള്ള ഹ്യൂമറസ് ആയ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ്. അടുത്ത ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 4, ഈ ടൈറ്റിലുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഈ പ്ലേ ആയിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഡിഫറെൻറ്റ് ക്യാരക്ടറിസ്റ്റിക്സ് അതാണ് നമ്മൾ നോക്കുന്നത്. തീം, ഡയലോഗ്സ്, അങ്ങനെയുള്ള കാര്യങ്ങൾ. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 5, ഈ ക്ലാസ് മാഗസിനിൽ പബ്ലിഷ് ചെയ്യാൻ വേണ്ടിയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരു മോഡൽ റിവ്യൂ. എല്ലാവരും ഇതൊന്ന് പോസ് ചെയ്ത് വെച്ച് എഴുതുക. അടുത്തത് ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 3 ആണ്. ആക്ടിവിറ്റി 3 ഒരു അനക്ഡോട്ടാണ്. അതായത് നമ്മളൊരു ഹ്യൂമറസ് ലിറ്ററി അനക്ഡോട്ട്സിൻ്റെ കളക്ഷൻസ് കൊടുത്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. അതുമായിട്ട് ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട ഒരു അനക്ഡോട്ട് നമുക്ക് എഴുതാനായിട്ടാണ്. അതിവിടെ കംപ്ലീറ്റ് ചെയ്തിട്ടുണ്ട്. ക്വസ്റ്റ്യൻ 2, ഇനി ഈ ഇതിലേക്ക്, അതായത് നമ്മുടെ ഈ പ്ലേയിൽ യൂസ് ചെയ്തിരിക്കുന്ന ഒരു ലിറ്റററി ഡിവൈസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത്, അല്ലെങ്കിൽ ഡിവൈസ് എന്ന് പറയുന്നത് എക്സാജറേഷനാണ്. അതായത് ഒരു ചെറിയ സംഭവത്തെ വലുതാക്കി കാണിച്ച് ഒരു പ്രേക്ഷകരിലേക്ക് എത്തിക്കുക. അപ്പോൾ ഇതാണ് നമ്മുടെ ചാപ്റ്റർ. താങ്ക് യു.